This is Exleys on the NFL unfiltered. UK style, let's get into it.
What's up, guys? This is Exleys on the NFL unfiltered, UK style, the way we talk. First off, top stories, and the big one for the Pack. Cowboys traded Micah Parsons to the Packers. The Cowboys get 2 first-round picks in exchange for Parsons, and Kenny Clark goes to the Cowboys. Parsons and the Packers already agreed to a 4-year, $188 million contract with $120 million guaranteed. That's really good money, making him the highest paid non-QB in NFL history. He'll wear number 1 in Green Bay, the first player to do so 9 years. Number 11 wasn't available, so he just went number 1. I mean, that's a big deal.
I think one of the good things is that he's quite willing to just change. Like a lot of these people, they get these big contracts and they're a big deal, and they come in and they try and just take over the number that they had before.
I do believe, though, that he is questionable.
They're not 100% sure. They're hopeful. I did see a thing earlier that they're hopeful he's going to play.
He apparently got traded with a back injury that the Cowboys didn't know anything about.
The thing is, the Cowboys did. They believed it was a fake in contract negotiations, but it wasn't. It was actually a real injury.
See, I've seen two sides. Like the Cowboys didn't know, and the Cowboys did know.
The Cowboys training staff that deal with that sort of thing, they will have known. Whether Jerry was able to admit that there really was a back injury or not, I don't know. But I think he thought it was just a trade thing. You know, I'm injured. You want to pay me before I get people inquiring or some shit.
I mean,
he's really got a back injury. L3 and 4 or 4 and 5.
Yeah, L3 and 4. I'm hoping I have seen that he could just end up having epidurals all throughout the season. I mean,
it's more of a sprain thing, though, isn't it?
I think so.
On fracture or anything, so he could potentially recover or play through it.
I mean, he could step up our defense 100%, but at the same time, if he's got this back injury, is it going to hold us back? Are we going to progress? Because that's what I'm hoping to see, bringing him into Green Bay.
I don't think you'll regress because, I mean, if you just watch his style of play, he's dominant.
He's going to be a good leader for the team.
Yeah, I think he'll at least be able to pass on his knowledge. If he can't play, he'll at least be able to pass on some knowledge to the guys that are playing. Yeah. So instead of doing this, try this.
Yeah.
Things like that.
We shall see if we are Super Bowl contenders this season. I don't know.
There's a lot of talks that what was it I saw earlier? People putting you in like the top 10 for contention for the Super Bowl this season. Quite a few analysts and stuff.
They're throwing the Bills in there as well, so we'll see who gets league MVP again this season, whether it'll be Josh Allen, because he seems to get league MVP all the time, and the Bills I don't know. The Bills are the Bills. They seem to play their own style.
The thing is, they play the style Josh is good at. That's the thing. He's very much, and this is one of the things I don't get, he's very much a running QB. If there is no passing play, he will run it, very much like Lamar. But one of the things I don't get about with the Bills is they haven't been, I think, shown enough love. Because if you look over the last few years, how many different receivers Josh Allen's actually had.
Yeah, he's had
there hasn't really been that many consistent receivers in the Bills. Throw to a lot of different people.
And he's had to run it when he can, because there's no one to throw to. He's got to run.
Yeah, so to do what he's been able to do with the Bills, I think is quite impressive.
Yeah, he's been league MVP 2 years in a row now, I think.
No, Lamar's.
It was Lamar, then it was Josh Allen.
Yeah. But I think, it depends on, obviously, things like injuries and what have you, but there is potential for the Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles, Packers, Lions, all to be contenders. I think the rest of the field will fill out however it fills out. I don't know about all top 10, because I think some teams might be a bit questionable. Yeah. Things like Bucks. If they can stay healthy, they'll be a contender. But if they can't...
on the flip side of that, you've got the sneak-in teams that seem to impress in preseason. It is preseason, but they played really well. The Browns played okay. The Bears played outstanding in preseason.
Yeah, but as you say, it's preseason. This could all change when the starters all come in and everybody plays their top guys.
It is. what it is. We shall see how it goes, I suppose. What the fuck is that on my desk? Okay.
So the Eagles hosting the Cowboys in the season opener. By the time this airs, it'll be technically tonight. Is officially the most expensive ticket in the NFL this season. $29 just to get in, according to sportscasting.com, which is wild because the NFL keep claiming they're lowering prices and want to get more families in to see it. What regular family, even in America, doesn't matter what country, what regular family can drop that on tickets?
For one person, if you wanted to, if it was your wife and you, it's $1,260.
That's not including any drinks, any food, anything like that.
And I don't know about you, but if I was at a game, I would want to buy some merch. Do you know what I mean?
No, realistically, 150, something stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
You're for two people. You're probably talking close to $2,000 for one night.
Because I almost got a Matthew Golden jersey when he got drafted, and he was number 22. And now he's come out and he's 0. I'm like, thank God I didn't buy the 22. I mean, I'm not buying 0. I can't afford to buy a jersey like right now. But at the time, it was a possibility that I could get one. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't get one. I'd be pissed if I had a 22. So anyone else out there that probably did buy the 22 and he's now a 0, how fucked off are you going to be? Because that's not his number anymore.
The players have been traded before the season's even started.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, if they've gone and got a brand new jersey of that player, we traded that. Was it Daron to you guys like a week ago? If anyone's just gone out and got his jersey,
fuck, he's a Packer now. What the fuck? I don't know. Yeah, you got the next one too. You got the next story.
It says on mine it's you.
A Dolphins OLB coach Ryan Crowe was arrested on a domestic battery charge Friday by Fort Lauderdale PD. He's been placed on administrative leave indefinitely while the legal process plays out.
Yeah, I don't think this is one we're going to find out a lot.
Not a coach. It's not like he's a player. He's in the spotlight. Yeah. Because if I'm honest, I've never heard his name before, but I'm not a Dolphins fan.
He's a linebackers coach. You know, he's not even defensive coordinator or anything. So you rarely hear a lot about these people unless it's game day or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's going to be a lot. Might find out something more by next week's episode, but
next week's episode is going to be a lot of game talk because we've had no games to watch. But we can watch college ball over here now. Tough break for the Bills. Defensive tackle DeWayne Carter tore his Achilles and will miss the entire 2025 season. The 2024 third round pick was expected to be part of Bills' defensive rotation. Whoa, that is a hard knock to get.
That happened to someone else last year, didn't it?
Yeah, they were.
I can't remember who it was, but like before the first game, they tore their Achilles. JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I was just going to say JJ McCarthy done it. I don't know if he done it. Did he do it in preseason or did he do it in the first game on the first
or something?
No, first game. His first game, first or second drive, I believe.
That was you're thinking of Rodgers the year before. Rodgers done it on his first game as a New York Jet.
He did actually. You're right. I mean,
it's happened this is the third year in a row somebody tore their Achilles before season even really gets going.
And it's got to be a kick in the teeth. You get through preseason, you make the 53-man roster, and you blow your Achilles or you do some damage and you're out for the rest of the season. I couldn't imagine working that hard to get into something.
Yeah.
But just a twist of fate to fuck that up for you.
Yeah. That is one that you just, there's not a lot you can do. You rupture your Achilles and that's it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Maybe you should go where Rodgers went and healed himself within half the time.
I'm not sure because they only thought he might play by the end of the season, but in reality, I don't think he would have.
No, I don't either.
I think a torn Achilles, you've just got to take the season out. There's not much you can do about it.
You can't rush it.
No, it's quite a crucial thing to heal. So yeah, you got to take your time with that one. As much as you want to get back out for playoffs or whatever, if you haven't fully healed it and you go out, that's popping again.
Yeah, you're going to fuck yourself up more, aren't you?
Yeah. So, moving on. Free agent D tackle Isaiah Buggs has been suspended 10 weeks by the league.
I don't know who Isaiah Buggs is.
No, I try to. Well, I mean, I've heard of him. Let me just check this up a sec. He's plays for KC apparently.
I've never heard of him.
I couldn't find much about this. I still can't even search him up now. There's no stories on it or what have you that I can find. I mean, we're in the UK, so we don't get everything over here. But yes, it's a random one for there to be no
no explanation.
Like usually it's he's been suspended for gambling or for some court case or whatever. But I couldn't find anything.
Well, let's hope these 10 weeks fly by and the Chiefs can still play without him if he's in the 53-man roster or practice squad. I don't know. Maybe the guys at home that listen to or watch us could let us know. So the NFL and Sky Sports announced a new 3-year deal, more choices of games than ever before. Sky will now show multiple games in the 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. window, plus every Europe and London game, including the first ever games in Ireland and Spain. But does that now mean DAZN will have blackout on these days? Because
it's funny because we had that conversation the other day about this. I got a notification earlier when I was at work. DAZN was telling me they're going to be showing every game this season.
Because last year, whenever it was on Sky, we couldn't watch that game.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that with them this year because Sky Sports are getting more games.
Yeah, and you just end up not having half as many games.
Yeah, DAZN would lose half their games. Because I mean, if you think that's 4 games at least on Sunday that DAZN are going to lose.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to be blacked out. There may be 1 or 2 still. I don't know.
Because I'm just trying to think now. Packers had at least 1 game on Sky that we couldn't watch on DAZN, and you Eagles had 3 or 4, I think.
It was
on Sky.
Yeah, because 1 month we had 2 on Sky. Because I worked out it was cheaper for me to get Sky Sports for 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
Than it was to keep buying the games every time they were on.
Although, unless someone can magic us a special way of watching the NFL next season, so the
going out the window because they are getting stupid.
What is it? It'll be the 2026-27 season because it's going to be £180 next year. And we don't get Sky, we don't get YouTube Sports or anything like that over here.
No, that's the annoying thing that everyone's like, oh, you've got YouTube TV, and we don't get that over here.
We get DAZN and Sky Sports.
That's all we get.
And this podcast lived
Christmas ones on Netflix.
Yeah, but that's going to be a shit podcast if we don't have the NFL to watch to be able to report on it. And I'm going to be a very disappointed fan if I can't watch the NFL. Because
I'm going to be annoyed if I do lose a load of them on DAZN because they've doubled my fee straight away this year for this season, and they want to go from 80 to 180 next year. So if I lose loads of games, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. £180 is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and you pay for it, and I watch it.
Yeah. The NFL and Nike also unveiled 8 new Rivalries uniforms that will be worn once this season.
I have looked at them.
Yeah.
And I can't remember whose it was I really liked. I was like, that is a fucking good uniform.
I think it was the white one from the Bills.
Yes. Did the Ravens get one?
I think the Ravens. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember who did and didn't. I think because it's divisional, isn't it? So
yeah. I'm just looking it up now. I should have looked this up. We do this every time.
Honestly, we're so bad at it.
So you got the Cardinals, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots, Rams, Jets, Seahawks, Niners. I actually think it was the Jets. I thought was really good.
The dark green.
I'm just trying to find an image of it now. Images. When you look up something really fast and they just don't come up. Oh, here we go. I found one. Yes, that's not it. Niners looks really weird. No, they don't look that good now. Yeah.
The Bills one out of those, I think, is the best. The all white.
Yes. I do like an all white sort of kit.
Yeah. Rather weird though. The Bills all white one is kind of strange because they already had an all white jersey. So it doesn't make sense as to why they've brought in another all white jersey.
No, I'm not sure. I'm trying to work out The green and white, that's the Jets. Is that the Jets? Here we go. Jets is green and black, green and white. Dolphins is orange and blue. Seahawks is white and green. Cardinals is white and red. Patriots just looks like their normal jersey.
I was going to say, the Patriots doesn't look all that much different.
Rams looks no different. Bills is probably the best one there. And then you got the Niners looks, I don't know. I don't like the Niners.
The Niners and Rams ones, if you ask me, just look like away jerseys.
Yeah, that's what I would have said as well. They don't look that good.
The Patriots just looks like a slightly modified home jersey. Again, Miami's looks like an away jersey. Cardinals one's all right. Jets, I don't know about the Jets. That all black looks a bit odd.
Yeah, I think it was the, as you said, the Bills. When you first sent it to me, I was like, that looks really good.
Yeah, so there's a better picture of it if I send it to you with Josh Allen wearing it, which it does look quite good, doesn't it?
Yeah, the picture you sent me is the one I just found. Yeah, the Bills one is the best one.
Yeah,
but obviously, guys, look it up. Have a look at the Rivalries jerseys and
let
see
us know
if you
which
agree
one
with
you
us.
think is the best.
We're of the Bills. Neither of us are Bills fans, obviously. But let's move along. The Dolphins GM Chris Grier admitted the team is undergoing a financial reset, saying it's about winning in 2025 and beyond, not just loading up for this season. The Dolphins just need to make something happen.
Well, I think the problem with that saying is, does that mean it's been happening for the last couple of seasons?
What, they've just been loading up every season and not going anywhere?
Well, what I wonder is if they've been trying to save money, cut back on it, stop overpaying people, save some money, so they've actually got something to go into a season with, and make some trades or pay some good players or draft somebody for the next season. Do you know what I mean?
How much Dolphins news do you see on a weekly basis? Because I don't see that much, so I don't know what they're doing.
This is what I mean. Like, this is what I wonder if they've just been kind of, because I mean they've traded away Jaylen Ramsey and half their big names recently. So I wonder if they're trying to reset their cap sort of thing.
Yeah, tightening the belt.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Well, hopefully we see. I say this about every team, but hopefully the Dolphins make something happen.
I think it's Tua's last year. And Mike McDaniel's last year to really put something together.
They could shock us and fucking win the Super Bowl, but I don't know.
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see how the season goes.
Yeah, right.
Former Buccaneers safety Shiloh Sanders was fined $4,669 for unnecessary roughness in the preseason finale against the Bills, which I agree with in a way, and I don't in the other, because they were both at fault.
Yeah. You look at the camera.
Yeah, but the difference being Shiloh was the one that threw the punch.
I think,
even though the other guy instigated it and that, he didn't actually throw any punches, so he wasn't.
I don't think he should have been fined because he got cut anyway. That's a kick in the teeth.
If he wasn't getting kicked from the Bucs, yeah, fine him. I think one or the other.
Yeah.
Stay with the Bucs, get fined. Leave the Bucs, don't get fined.
Yeah, he was ejected from the game, cut from the roster, and then
the worst possible scenario for that outcome is what happened, isn't it? Ejected, fined, and kicked from the team.
Yeah, it's a kick in the balls, but hopefully he gets picked up or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
And in KC, the Chiefs and cornerback Trent McDuffie are reportedly not expected to agree on a multi-year extension before the season starts. Can the Chiefs really afford to lose someone like Trent McDuffie?
I don't think so.
Just pay the man
what he's worth. If they really want to be serious about going back to the Super Bowl, I think they need him.
Yeah, so do I. What if they make it to the Super Bowl this year? That's 4 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, whether they get a multi-year extension or do what Bengals did with Trey Hendrickson and just renegotiate this year, I don't know. But I think they need to have a serious talk about keeping him in case.
Yeah, he's a key part to their defense. He's a key part to the team.
Yeah. But then they could shock everybody like Cowboys did. Traded Parsons. Who knows what's going to happen?
Did you watch all of the Kingdom, the Chiefs documentary on Disney? Did you watch all of it?
No, I haven't watched all of it.
It's actually really good. Legitimately really good.
Watching it.
Yeah.
I just haven't got around to finishing it.
I think I'm on episode 3. It's really good. And it shows you another side to the Chiefs, I think. Another side that, as an outsider, hating on the Chiefs. You get to
I
see the
think-
other side of that.
I think the problem with the Chiefs is you only ever see them winning. When they're winning, they're all over the media.
Yeah.
When they're losing, nobody ever sees anything about them.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean?
definitely watch it. If you haven't watched it or you're not watching it, just give it a watch, because I watched Any Given Saturday, I think it was called,
Any
the
given
college one, the college documentary
Oh, right, yeah.
on Netflix, and then I started watching the Cowboys documentary, and that's
That's
big
supposedly just
fucking-
about Jerry Jones, realistically.
Yeah, that's a 7 bananas down for me. That is absolutely wank. But the Chiefs one, I think it's Kingdom on Disney, is really good. It's a different side, and I did not realize how much Lamar Hunt, the person who started the Chiefs, actually influenced the NFL, and the NFL wouldn't be the way it is now, to the most part, if he hadn't have done what he done. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've heard a lot about how he influenced how it's done now.
It
but
is.
I just haven't got. As I say, I just haven't got round to finishing. There's loads of things I'm in the middle of doing at the moment.
Yeah, I've got loads of pros, but definitely give it a watch if you're not watching it or you haven't watched it.
And if you have watched the whole thing, let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
There's nothing official yet. I mean, games don't start till this weekend. I think there's not going to be a lot till after the weekend.
there's not much of anything happened this week.
No, because nobody's played, so nobody's got to see how players perform in the regular season. So I think until the weekend's done, there won't be any major trading news.
And one for the viewers, Packers fans, is Micah Parsons the missing piece that makes this team a legitimate team for the Super Bowl this season?
I think impossibility. I think it's a big possibility he is.
Yeah, I've got my hopes set highly on the fact that he's going to fucking do something that we've been needing to do for a long time now, and this could be the missing piece of the puzzle that we need. But yeah, you know the drill. Contracts, signings, extensions, and other business.
Vikings and Adam Thielen agreed to a revised deal, cutting $2 million of his salary and $4 million in incentives, mainly so he could go back to the team, helping them with the cap. And
Nice.
I heard it's because he wanted to, as he called it, go home.
Yeah, well, he wanted big money. They couldn't afford to keep him, and they don't need him long term like that. So if he cuts $6 million, really, that he's dropped from his salary to be able to stay there. So
I think if it works out and this is the last year of his deal or whatever, he could get an extension.
it could fuck up the NFC North. No, it won't. The Cowboys signed cornerback Daron Bland to a $92 million extension. The same week they shipped Parsons to Green Bay because they didn't want to pay him. That was coming. I don't think that happened it happened really quickly, I think. That deal must have been in the works, no?
No, the Parsons one's been going since April.
No, I mean with...
Yeah, no, what I was going to say is Parsons was been going since April. Jerry Jones has known since April he was getting rid of Parsons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, what I'm saying is he apparently has said he was getting rid of Parsons to save money to pay his other starts. So I reckon he knew he was going to pay Daron Bland this. I don't know if he knew this was going to be the money for it, but I reckon he knew that's part of the reason for cutting Parsons so that he can pay people like Daron Bland.
That's what I was saying. Like it's in the same week, but it was days after Parsons left and come to Green Bay. So that was a whole sort of planned situation.
That contract for Bland was already in the works before Parsons was officially shipped.
Yeah, it was probably already written out.
It was probably in the works before Green Bay even inquired.
Moving on, because Cowboys just fuck themselves every time, don't they?
The Titans have signed linebacker Kyzir White from Arizona. He had 137 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 9 tackles for loss. Not bad numbers for a linebacker.
I was just looking at that. That's really good for a linebacker. That's just last season as well.
I'm surprised in a way that Arizona got rid of him.
Yeah, that's a good linebacker to keep hold of.
But I don't know if it was a numbers thing, like they were trying to save some money, get rid of a vet, or what it was.
Yeah, it does.
But, I mean, it doesn't seem like Kyzir White's going to be homeless for long, so to speak. He's back on the team already.
Yeah, that's bonkers. The Steelers extended running back Jaylen Warren on a 2-year deal worth $7 million this year, with $12 million guaranteed through 2027. What's Saquon on? That's
20 mil a year.
7 million. So, yeah, there's just, yeah, I read it wrong. So he's 12 million guaranteed, but he's got 7 million of incentives. So that's not too bad. I was like,
Yeah,
fucking hell, that's really shit money. But it's actually not as bad as it sounded.
So if you think about the running back market compared to everybody else's, it's quite a low. Cornerbacks and who's the other one? Safeties are all quite low compared to wide receivers, QBs, and that sort of thing.
There is no more news, no game of the week this week, no player of the week this week.
Nothing's
There's
happened
nothing, just absolutely nothing. So
yet. It's that in between period.
yeah, so
But there'll be some next week.
But we're at the end of this week. Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok, Tony and X, Tony Exley 12 and Scooby 2388. Hit the subscribe button and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at Tony Exley 12. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.